Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're taking a look at Crete, 20th through 22nd of May 1941. Now this is the Great Battles of Small Units. I'm guessing it's going to be a series, and it's by Stategemata, I guess is going to be the game company. I can't say I've ever actually heard of them. And this one came to us, no shrink wrap, no nothing, just in a box. But look at that. Man, look at the size of that map right there. Ooh, I can't wait to take a look at that. That map looks great. Okay. All right. Now, this game is going to be a war game for 2 to 8 players, ages 12 and upwards. And I am not seeing a time limit on here. Now, one of the things about this game, it does say is important that the game box does not include a deck of 52 traditional playing cards. So all you have to do is provide a deck of cards and the components in the game. So let's see what is in this game. Like I said, there was no shrink wrap. It just came just like this. So, looks like we have one token. Looks like there was an errata counter, so they discovered that and gave us a replacement. I like it when companies do that. I will say that. I absolutely love it when they do that. Now, looks like we're also going to get a nice little rule book right up front. We've got our components, our gameplay, activation. This thing is examples of play, and it's 7 pages. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a relatively simple game to play. Okay, now, looks like it just continues on to the back. Let's see what we have. All right, see if we can kind of get all this in here for you guys. There you go. Okay, now this is some small text, so there is a lot of words on this map. But looks like you got your playing cards, some descriptions of them right there. Apparently the diamonds, spades, hearts, clubs, the suits are going to matter. Okay. Whoop. See if I can kind of keep everything in the camera here. All right. Not a lot of diagrams, like I said. Okay, but a lot of text. So as long as that text is easy to understand, I'm okay. All right. We got, let's see, our turn tracks. Looks like, not really sure. Well, yeah. Not really sure what all this is, but that's quite all right. All right, and there you go. And our last page. But that is okay. You know what? I really need to get into a rule book and start reading it before I really can make a good decision on whether it's good or not. Okay, now we're going to get a bunch of paper maps. So let's slide this out of the way and let's open these things up and let's see what we have. Looks like the maps are all one-sided. Okay. And I don't know if we have to place all of them, place some of them, or what we're going to do. But looks like we have, this might be a north map 1, I'm guessing right there. I don't know if we play on all the maps, if we're going to play on just some of the maps. But, you know, paper maps, I don't really mind because honestly, I just put I don't even need to increase these. I just put a piece of plexiglass over the top of them and they just flatten. And my counters actually stick to the plexiglass really nice. So I'm totally cool with that. And you can get more maps. Okay, until I started using plexiglass, then it was a bigger deal to me. All right, so it looks like map 2, and this is still our north. All right, take a look at all that. There is a lot going on this. There is just to me, there is a ton on these maps. All your little cities, you got massive amounts of different types of road terrain. I'm curious to see how all that plays out. I don't know. Like I said, I've never heard of this company, never heard of this game, but it really intrigues me. I really want to see how that deck of cards plays and how all that works. Oh, and you know what? I just noticed this too. All right, this is map 3. But if you look, you got like all these little hearts, clubs, hearts, diamonds. I'm wondering if that's going to play into it as well. Okay. So it looks like maybe some level 2 terrain, level 3 terrain. Now reminiscent of Battletech there for me. Nothing wrong with that. All right, and it looks like we got map 4. This might be our final map. All right. And let's see, yep, map 4. That's our north up top still. Okay, so it looks like we have just a ton of water up there. But we'll get this in here, and there you go. I don't know, look at a lot of towns over here. These maps just look great. With these edges, I don't know if you'd actually put them side by side or not. I'm almost guessing if there's different scenarios or whatnot, that each one's going to use its own map. I have no idea. All right, now what do we got here? We have our terrain effects chart, okay? So whether it's clear terrain, all right, level 1, 2, 3, or 4, I do like how they color code the different levels, so it makes it easier to see right off the bat. Your uphill, down here, everything else, you can have your cover modifiers, improve position. All right, if we go to the inside, let me see if I can not smack that camera quite so much and jiggle it around. All right, we'll give you a better idea of what this strategy guide looks like. Okay, and here's going to be the other. Whoop, get all that in there for you. There you go. All right, take a look at all that. The Greek unit morale level. There you go. All right, cool. Little field artillery right there. I like it. Oh, and the back. You probably want to see the back of that, don't you? There you go. Let's get that on that screen for you. Okay, and we'll slide it up, and there you go. All right, and that's going to be the back side of that. Now, we have all these other little boards. Okay, let me get those in the camera for you. So it looks like we have a club. All right, I'm not really sure what this is going to mean or anything like that. Oh, and there's a little spade. Take a look at those. Kind of wondering if all the counters we're going to see are going to be reminiscent on these particular boards. I don't know. Like I said, I've never heard of this game. You know, I showed up to Cody's house to do some gaming the other night, and it's like, hey, I got these in, and this is the way they came, and you know what? And I'll tell you what, over these last couple years is when I've really been getting into war games, thanks to Cody, and boy, I've just been having all kinds of fun with them. So, and this one does look interesting. That map, I'll tell you what, those maps to me, I just love the look of those maps. So I cannot wait to see how this game is going to play on those maps. All right, take a look at this guy right here, and there you go. Looks like we got a couple more of these. The Prison Valley Disaster. And the historical situation. So I don't know if these are scenarios. Can't really say for sure. But there you go. All right. Okay, and that is what we're going to get for those. Now, we do have some counters. I'll get all this back in here so you can kind of see what we have left coming up. Okay. And let's see. So here we go. Here's one counter sheet. And these are going to punch really good. Matter of fact, these counters are just barely holding on as it is. So I'm being very careful with them because they're wanting to just fall right out. And there's going to be the back side of those counters. All right. Now, it definitely looks like all those little airdropper guys. So I'm guessing you put them in a stack. You don't really know what they are. A lot of these others look like they might be that same way as well, which is cool. I like it when they do that. Oh, yeah. See, and these things are just wanting to fall out. All right. We'll get a close up on those. Just kind of slide them up a little bit. All right. And what's the back side look like? And there you go. All right, definitely a difference between the front and the back on these. Okay, little morale bonuses right there. Oh wow, yeah, see, you definitely see where you don't know what those are. So those three middle, so those morales. Okay, well, although, you know, I'm thinking they're just double-sided counters in that case right there. All right, and here we go. These are going to be these last ones. Let's slide this up. Look at those back ones there. And the back side. All right. Yeah, those look good. There's a lot of information on those. Okay, it looks like we also have some, looks like we got, let's look and see what these are. This is going to be kind of a booklet with these on the inside. Okay, so I don't know if these are your scenarios. There you go, board one, and that's what you got. Initial setup for your forces. Oh, here you go. Here's the backside. Okay, you guys can pause if you want to read all this. Okay, and then let me get you that bottom half. There you go. So yeah, definitely pause. Take a look at that if you want to read all that stuff right there. I'll try to hold it as still as can so you can get as non-blurry pause as possible. I don't know if anybody does as, you know what? If you actually utilize the pause button to read some of this stuff, please let me know. I always give you guys the opportunities, but I don't know if anybody actually truly utilizes it. So I'd be really curious to see if that's the case. I mean, if it's not, I guess I don't have to do it. But if one person does, I guess I'd be obliged to do it. If it helps one person, that's all I care about. I just like to know if at least one person utilizes it. I know I do sometimes when I'm watching some stuff. I may pause if I want to take a little closer look at some stuff, but there you go. Okay, and now what do we have here? We have our turn track. Let me push this one down. There you go. So you can get all that goodness in there. And what's on this side? 22nd of May, 1941. There you go, because this front side was the 20th of May and 21st of May. And there's absolutely nothing on the inside. Now, the inside of this did contain all of these. And there you go. And that is everything that's going to come with this game. Okay, so let's go ahead and carefully put these. I'm going to go punch these later, stick them in some little bags. All right, so we have everything organized and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get that put in there. We do have all of these boards. Throw those in there. Okay, and we have all of our maps. You know what? I'm going to put 2 that way. I'm going to put 2 this way, so we have the creases separately. And there we go, and there's our book. And this is just going to fold down. And we have these little tabs, which this is unusual. We have these little tabs that are just going to hold this shut. And there you go, but it's going to fit nicely on a bookshelf. And that's it, okay? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Crete, the 20th through 22nd of May, 1941. You know what? Hey, if you've actually seen this game, have played this game, know anything about this game, this company, anything else, please let me know down in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you actually pause these videos to read the stuff that I hold for you. I'd like to know that as well. But hey, anyways, as always, thank you for watching.